I forgot I had my camera on. Oh, and my mic off. I got a lot going on. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. Let me see. Wait. Wait. Excuse me. I don't think I'm gonna be on here that long, yeah, this morning, but we'll see. So when I tell y'all, I started to take the day. I started to not even do a podcast this morning, y'all, because it's like the news ain't news, man. You know what I'm saying, John? Ain't nothing going on. But the Knicks, the Knicks against San Antonio. I'm like, man, what is Spurs got going? Anyway, call a second. Trying to think. Let's see. Trying to start the news. I ain't been nosing, but it's all good. I said it's out to the wood. Yeah, ghetto superstar. That is what you are. What was I telling y'all? The news wasn't news until here we are. With not much going on. I'm chilling. I was just up, you know what I'm saying? something about being up anyway. You know, okay, let's go ahead and talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and talk that talk with my superstars because, child, I don't know. It's just something about the week when I don't go live. It feels uh incomplete. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna go live. You know what I'm saying? I just said go live and we can talk about, everything going on in these internet streets. Uh Try, I don't really know what to say. Let me just say, I just feel like, um, you know what I'm saying? If I'm being real, part of me feels like Blueface. Well, child, let's just talk about what's going on right quick. So Blueface deleted his tweet about, you know what I'm saying, him not being Chrisean Jr.'s dad. Now let me just say this. Blueface is annoying. It just is what it is. He is an annoying little fella. Yeah, no, truth is, he's just an annoying little fella. Truth is. He just, child, he is such a tacky little fella. If I do say so myself, child. That PBA been going on. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. I'm about to put Blueface. I'm about to put him and their daddy stuff on the Seaside series. Yeah, nah, truth is, because he and I, my dad, nah, he's starting to get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know how truth is. And, when they get on my nerves, they go to the Seaside series. Yeah, when I'm sick of going up, down. I get sick of the time going up, down with you. You can just get on the Seaside series. Truth is. I hate when I eat something, I drink something. First thing in the morning, it just upsets my stomach. I hate that. And then tell me why somebody was saying that, y'all make sure I scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. Tell me why somebody was saying that Blueface couldn't get in touch with Jaden, so he ended up doing, you know what I'm saying, what he did, child, like, calling Chrisean and getting on the phone with Chrisean and then going to delete that tweet. I was just like, man, what is that man's sign? Because he is a messer. That boy a messer. Yes, you guys is a messy little fella child. Like his child. He messy, but he do be seemingly like to keep his, you know what I'm saying, the chicks that he messing with separate. You know what I'm saying? Seemingly. I can't say for sure, but it do be seeming like, um, cause he's so messy and he be having a lot going on. It's like kind of surprised that like don't nobody be fighting. Let's say, I guess child, I guess got what's that names? Chrisean and Jaden. Basically to keep their hands off each other. I know Carlissa was talking just recently and she's basically saying that her daughter is the one who not Chrisean too. I don't know how true that is. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It really don't. It's like I don't know what to say about Carlissa. Child, Carlissa is something else. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That lady is something else. Yeah, now something. And it's crazy too, because when you compare Carlissa to all the other mothers on TV, none of them had to big scream, you know, and embarrass themselves the way Carlissa has, you know, for her clout. And it's kind of sad. Truth is, I have kind of to what it is. It's really sad because, like I said, you got some mamas who can just simply be. You know what I'm saying? Like Sharonda and Mama Jones. Although Mama Jones cut up. We first met Mama Jones. Mama Jones is cut up a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying now. They just don't take all of that. You know, like, and honestly, um, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think if Carlissa would be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if she looked back in hindsight, she'll realize that no, some of the stuff she was doing, she really didn't have to do. Because a lot of these mamas, they just exist. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm like, I'm such and such mama. That's it. I don't take all of that. It really don't. It does not take all of that. Like these mamas be having a following. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength. And it don't take all of, you know, but child, it is what it is. Cause listening big screen kicked, you know, through tantrums. She done did all that she had to do, to get where she is today. So anyway, now I don't know, cause some Carlissa, has her own little reality show, you know, and I will say, that a lot of the other mothers, they didn't necessarily, Down in period, like Trey Songz saying, they didn't do it like that. You know. Not saying that they don't be working and they don't be having projects and stuff, but they simply be what? Like I said, existing. Shit, that's all they gotta do. I mean, even look at Boosie Mama. Look at Boosie Mama. Miss Cotty. Miss Cotty be chilling, you know what I'm saying? You see, you know what I'm saying, like that. Miss Connie just exists. You know, she just exists. She don't do all this extra stuff. I don't know what to explain. But y'all understand what I'm saying, though. Shit. It's lots of people, mamas, that ain't finna, do all of that ish carness. Hold on, y'all. Take me through that, take me through that. Yeah, Carlos gonna be able to go through that like that. That lady don't be able to go through that like that. She just be wanting to, but it says something else. Carlos is something else. But shout out to Carlos though, because, you know, because if you ask me, I feel like Carlos is the original Blueface. Child just is what it is, because Carlissa been, she been at it for a while. You know what I'm saying? When I say at it, I mean like at the industry. Sure, it just is what it is. She been at the industry, throat, neck, you name it. Sure, you tell Carlissa even fronted Tatiana money. You know what I'm saying? You let her tell it. So, you know, um, I don't know. I feel like when you have a mama that, you know what I'm saying, invested, it was just bound to happen. Yeah, no, truth is, it was just bound to happen. Um, and basically, I feel like Carlisle saying one thing, y'all ain't leaving me. Child, it just is what it is. Like, you might be on your way to Hollywood, but you ain't leaving me. Shit. Carlisle said she ain't getting up. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. I ain't mad at her. But I can't believe we all surprised how good she fit in, child, in the circus. You know what I'm saying? Child, we surprised, but that's her son. It's just crazy. But he a mess. Chrisean a mess. Um, yeah, how truth is, Chrisean is a mess. Um, like I will say this though, at least out of any of them, she seems to be learning and want something different. I will say this too, also. Chrisean has some industry folks with her. And with that being said, them industry people are mimicking old school Hollywood. Chrisean mimicking that old school Hollywood. But y'all hold on real quick. Let me put y'all on a brief hold. I ain't got hit the line. Okay, my bad, y'all. I'm back. So anyway, what I was telling y'all is, y'all make sure y'all scoot up, hit the like button. But I think, um, Chrisean's team is old school Hollywood, you know. And what that means is they just do a lot of things the way they used to do it back in the day. You know, and with that being said, I feel like they just not going for it. It's a new day. It's different. And Chrisean seemingly she still wants to be in Blueface's life, but behind the scenes, if that makes sense. Like she no longer wants to be connected to his shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That girl, she don't want to attach her brand to his at all. She trying to learn the industry a little bit. And I will say this. Um, Somebody was saying that Chrisean be like copying out for Jaden, and then I see other people saying Jaden sometimes copies off Chrisean. And I want to just say, I think they both copy off each other. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. I don't, I haven't like looked into it enough to say that, but I would just say my common sense would probably tell me that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is a little bit. Yeah, now truth is, because somebody was saying like they feel like Chrisean was following Jaden as far as like, well, copycat now for Jaden as far as like, you know, something about her streaming, something that had to do with streaming. Um, and then they were saying Jaden be copying off of Chrisean with something to do with like, well, they was just saying that they feel like Chrisean has reintroduced or introduced whatever, Christ in Blueface's and Jaden's life. You know what I'm saying? Because they saying now Jaden be. And I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not because I ain't been, like I said, I don't look into it like that. He was also saying something about Jaden having some of them pillows. Again, I don't know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? But I will just say, I'm just saying, based off of my common sense, if I have to use my common sense, I would think they probably copycat each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's talk about it because it just is what it is. Um, like for instance, how Chrisean has distanced herself from Blue Rice. you know, that is something that I feel like Jaden is starting to try to take note to. You know, yeah, now truth is, let's talk about it. Now, Jaden will be, of course, slower to do it, but I think she's kind of getting there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah. Um, and like I think she be trying to separate it. Like I think she be trying to like attach Blueface to her personal life because that's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? But then also Jaden is starting to understand Brandon a little more. She's starting to take that a little more serious. So like, yeah, I could see her, tearing a page out of Chrisean's um But with, dealing with that type of stuff, I mean, it just is what it is. Why not? Because again, Chrisean is she moving at a little at a faster pace with it. Like I said, she got a team. Sure, and they not playing with her. Now, truth is, I think for real, y'all. All jokes aside, I think Chrisean's team does not want to be affiliated with Blueface at all, really. You know what I'm saying? Whatsoever. And like how Chrisean popped up at his concert, I feel like that was all Chrisean. Yeah, now I think it's all Chrisean. Like, if I had to guess, I don't think nobody in her team wanted her to do that. And I don't know. As far as Chrisean goes, I'ma say like I said once before. Um, I think Chrisean feels like she is kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? In Blueface's life, so to speak. Um, and it just is what it is. A lot of uh, people that have kids with other people feel that way. Yeah, nah. And it's sad. It's really sad because people don't be stuck. And that is that is honestly one of those things where I don't know, y'all. Y'all know I like to leave y'all hanging sometimes. But hit the like button. Now for real, that that is one of those days where like you can like scream it until you blue in the face. Yeah, nah, let's talk about it. You can hold up signs, it don't matter. You can open up agencies. um, do a press run, just literally try to drive that home. But I feel like it's always gonna be people that don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't get it. Whether they didn't get the message, they never heard it yet, or they did hear it. They just feel like, oh no, I'm just gonna take the same route everybody else is already taken. But it's crazy and it's sad because it's almost like everyone wasn't meant to co-parent. You know, it just is what it is. Like everybody wasn't meant for that. So then what? Then what? After you face that harsh reality, and it's crazy too. I take it a step further. It's real sad for Chrisean and Chrisean's situation. And let me give us a shout out. Shout out to everything entertainment. I like his channel. I rock with his content. I was listening to him and he was cooking. He was basically saying, why is Chrisean like running behind Blueface anyway? The way he do her baby. you ain't wrong when you're right. I'm telling you, that is what gets me. You know what I'm saying? Child, like, why would she even want to deal with him? But child, looking so crazy in love or whatever. Beyonce was singing about child. It just is what it is. Um, I don't know. I do not know, but I know one thing, that ship has seemingly sailed. And it's sad too because even when you try to listen to Chrisean, right? When Chrisean tries to talk about it and explain it, she can't even do a good job talking about it and explaining it. No, yeah, no, truth is, she don't. She be stumbling and fumbling and tumbling all over her words. Yeah, she be all over the place. She don't know how to just straight up say like, yeah, he weird for that. You know what I'm saying? He weird for that. Like every time we get into it, that ain't his baby. That ain't his baby. That ain't his baby. That ain't his baby. He's been saying that, since the beginning of the time. Since the beginning of the time. But he is his baby. You know. That's why I mess with. Like she just never just. It's always. I can't explain it, but like some people can talk and you don't understand the words that are coming out of their mouth. Period, like Chris said. And that is so crazy to me. Because some people like that, they think some some of them, I'm not saying all of them, some folks like that, one either think that they really, really, really smart, or two, what I'm saying, feel like they can. That's so funny. They feel like that they can talk their way out of anything, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, nah, that's not what they give. Um, you just really, really come out like you don't know how to articulate yourself. And that is sad. It just is what it is. That's sad. Because we should all, we, to, let me just say it this way, to be able to express yourself, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. I mean, like, like uh, imagine not being able to say anything. Like, for real, like, literally anything that you needed to really say. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything, be anything. Trying to explain to the doctor, what's going on with you. And you just can't. That's crazy. But like, a lot of people they be talking and they just be rambling for real. And like that's the vibe that I wouldn't say I always get from Christian, but that is the vibe that I usually get from Christian. And it's crazy too because this. Y'all know. For real. Because I'm gonna make this point real quick. Um, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button too. It's crazy because I might have a bias. What's the word I'm looking for? Hold on. Opinion about Chrisean a little bit too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like y'all know I'm a astrology girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an astrology girl, but I do like. I like to. I don't know what do I like to do. I'm trying to think. Y'all know every now and then I like to draw from astrology. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I do to like drive a point, so to speak. And I'm like, hey, if that's your thing, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Just tap the like button. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I understand. So shout out to that. But like, no, I like to do that. Okay, it is what it is. It's something that I like to do. Right. And with that being said, I do think that I might have a bit of a biased opinion about Chrisean because Chrisean's follow me. Chrisean was uh I believe she's born in March. Follow with me. Stay with me now. I believe she was born in March. Okay. And with that being said, there are other people too that were born in March as well that I be feeling like, have that similarity with Chrisean. You know what I'm saying? As far as like sometimes you be like, what the hell did she just say? You know what I'm saying? Like Chrisean is not the only one. So I might have that biased opinion, you know what I'm saying, of Chrisean based off of that. Now I will say this. There are some people that born in March though who I do feel like can express themselves better. Okay, let me just say that. Let me just I gotta just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But I have also noticed that like, yeah, nah, sometimes I can't explain it, but like I be wondering, is it like like is it a personality thing? Like it just is what it is. Like, does it come with the sign a little bit? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure that part out. But I don't think so. Because like I said, it is some people that can express themselves, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just something that I'll be paying attention to if that makes sense. But like, yeah, no, it's crazy. And so honestly, I think some people who don't believe that Blueface, some people because I don't believe that Ronnie is Chrisean's baby daddy. I don't believe that. And I really don't know why it's been so hard to believe actually, but I'm not, like a lot of people say, that's Ronnie baby. He looked just like Ronnie. I'm not, that don't move me like that. It don't. I see some similarities to the baby and Ronnie, but that don't necessarily mean that that's his child like that. And I'll take it a step further. Ronnie's family quit pursuing that baby like it was his. Now I don't know why though. You know what I'm saying? But they did. And like when Blueface be saying that it's his baby, well, not every time because he be saying it all the time, but I know one time he said it, they got upset. They got upset with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. But of course, if the family says it's not his baby, then like, I'm just, I don't know, yeah. I guess I believe the family, you know. Um, it just is what it is. But I will say this: somebody else made a point that I was like, okay, you got a point though. Somebody else made a point that was like, man, why else would Chrisean be dealing with Blueface still? Cause she his baby mama, you know. I don't know. I was like, yeah, they might got a point there for real, cause like Blueface is a lot. He is a lot. And even though I do think he is a lot to deal with, baby, I do not think he is all of that. Okay, yeah, now let's talk about it. Being a lot and being all of that is two different things. So shout out to that. And with that being said, like, nah, like real baby mama, fake baby mama, you know what I'm saying? Blueface is he's so much to deal with. I could see a real baby mama hitting the deck. Yeah, nah, it just is what it is. Shit. You know, a real woman. A real woman. That like it's a lot of women who ain't finna deal with that. You know, I can tell you that right now. Now I will say this. You have you have a lot of women who don't play. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to their kids. You know, period. With that being said, you got a lot of women who, they will. They'll be like, no, you can't see my baby. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They'll put their foot down and keep, you know what I'm saying, a guy that they feel like um is no good, you know, away from the baby. It just is what it is. You got a lot of women who will do that. But I just feel like it's more they won't. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, Chrisean, right? Chrisean, she looks at it like he's hurting me. He's not hurting the baby. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman feels like he's doing a lot of stuff to hurt me, but he's not hurting the kid, they will still allow him to, come around and be, there for the kid, so to speak. But I feel like, you know, I just feel like more parents, should know that they have options. They don't have to just, you know, sit in silence and suffer. Okay, it is what it is. Like a lot of parents do. Truth is like that. Let's talk about it. That conversation. Excuse me. That conversation isn't really talked about enough. But mm, it's really sad. Child, truth is, it's really sad, and honestly, I think it stems from a place where I told y'all before, hit the like button. I told y'all this before. I think it stems from a place where women be feeling like, um, a piece of a baby daddy is better than not one at all, you know? Um, because as an adult, you know um what's the word I'm looking for? You know how detrimental it can be, you know, for a child to not have its parents. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of parents will try to uh, fill the void of that pain by dealing with any and everything, you know, that is thrown at them, thrown their way by the co-parent, you know. But it's really sad. It is. It's really really sad. Honestly, I feel like it's a sad cycle, and it's sad to watch. And I'll take it a step further. I think that's what Chrisean be going through. Ugh. I wasn't laughing at that child. I'm laughing that I done lost my earring that I do not feel. I lost my earring and I did not feel like get out this floor. So I had to find it. And then I'm just laughing to myself because I'm like, how the hell did I lose it? Child, it's in my ear. I got all the way on the floor for nothing. It's it's still in my freaking ear, but I did lose my bag. One of my bags. So this other one that I done took out my ear. Okay. Found the bag. Mm. Child, we going back to back. I took a break, but now I'm back to that. I love music. But anyway, no, my earring go. Oh, it's, you know, again, sad. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all hold that thought. Child, my bad. Streaming, streaming. Hey, Pool Stars. It's your girl, Sharon, and I'm streaming today. Mhm. So shout out to that. If you just not get here, hit the damn like. And jump in my comments and let me know how you feel about it. If you was Chrisean, what would you do? What would you do? And it's crazy too. You know what I'm saying? From an out from an outside perspective too. Cause I always tell y'all, women be wanting peace. you know, we have a clear understanding that life goes on. Um, and we try our best to get it back on track, so to speak. Men, I don't know what they be having going on, but peace be the last thing on their mind. Okay, they be on clown time. It just is what it is. For real, we just seen it happen over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so by the time a man want peace, it's kind of too late. You know what I'm saying? By the time that he want it, it be too late. Like the song say, them streets be too hot, too hot, baby. You gotta run for shelter. You gotta run for shade. Too hot, too hot, baby. So shout out to that. Hold on, y'all. I said, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Too hot, baby. Mm. Yeah, child, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And I don't. Maybe it's crazy. Like he said, and is. And is. Amy is crazy. Why ain't he having me laughing? Child, it is fun. But make sure you hold your comments until the end. I know they hate that. Oh, I know they hate that. Why is that so funny to me, though? Child, that is so motherfucking funny. I am. So shout out to that. I said, just shout out to that. Big shout out. Big shout out. Speaking of shout outs, let me give a big shout out to everybody. Everybody. Everybody who came through and hollered at your girl. Okay. I know that's right. Oh. Big shout outs. Don't forget to jump in my comments and send me a shout out. Oh. Child. Don't forget to jump in my comments and send your girl a shout out. Okay, I love it. I love it. So shout out to that. You know, like Jesus said, 20s on the floor. And I love it. Yee. Child, I wonder what I'm gonna wear today. Well, I know what I wanted to wear today. I know what I wanted to wear today. I was gonna put on something just quick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my vibe. I just gotta get up out of here. Yeah, now the truth is I just gotta get up out of here. So I wanna put on something like you know, like I don't know, like a little shirt, and my cover up. You know what I'm saying? So I can go. Might even throw on a little hat today or not. I don't know. Uh, Child, truth is, I need to get out the house. I don't need to. I don't even really want to. Truth is, but it is what it is. I got things going on. I got things going on, y'all. What y'all got going on? Huh? What y'all life got going on? What about it? What y'all life got going? Hmm. What y'all got going? Hmm. I said, what y'all got going? I said, and what about it? I'm just trying to figure it out. Let me see. Yeah, I got a little something going on, low key, not too much. So shout out to them. I do got a little something going on, low key. I need to get out. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? How you know I got that feeling? How you know I'm about to you are now and baby, yes, I'm definitely in my zone. I need to get out. Like I don't know, I can't explain it. But I feel like I need not I need. But I would love a nice little day out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Say yeah. I need a do over. I need a nice little day out. I need to go a whole lot of places, child. Yeah, now let's talk about it. What do I want to do? I want to go a whole lot of freaking places. That's crazy too. I don't even be having the energy for that no more. Yeah, nah, truth is, I don't even be having the energy. Like I broke my bracelet, been needing to go to the mall, get my bracelet fixed. What else is going on? Ain't feel like it. Ain't feel like it. Went right on up to the mall and sat in the parking lot. Oh. Jesus, that's not funny. True story. Went right to the mall and didn't even get out the car. I didn't even want to go in, child. I didn't even want to go in. stayed and played in the car. It's just like, I don't know. You know how some days you feel like this and some days you don't. Like, babe, I've been feeling like it a little bit though. Now I wanna see that's the thing though. I don't want nothing after mile. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take a different direction. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? I like how Soul Brothers just played stuff right out of my life about a few weeks ago. Child, just like you set yourself up for that. Boo boo kitty, how you done have what the girl I needed. That's wild. Child, just wild like a life anyway. But anyway, this is my Bible. This is my Bible. This is my Bible. My sister had me. Y'all got this. Y'all got this Bible. This Bible is old. It's old. It's older. This is my Bible though, right here. I love this Bible. This Bible was gifted to me. And then I like this. I like this. This was also a gift too. Yeah, for a special person. Yeah, so a little sweet lady. She know who she is. I don't necessarily share my family like that. Um, I mean, my sister is my sister's sister, right? That's my girl. But yeah, I just know how I am. Overprotective. So shout out to that. I'm trying to find my Bible though, my other Bible. I wonder what my name Bible is though, because I definitely got one. It's somewhere hiding from me. Oh, there it is. No, that ain't it. Yeah, it is. That's my Bible. Period. Found my stuff. Shout out to that. Child, I need to put me a couple of things in motion. Child, I ain't give me this emotion party you cannot get in. Hey, man, but you love me. Man, like I love it. I like that. This emotion party you cannot get in. So shout out to you. cards are just the greatest. They're just the greatest. I hate getting rid of cards too. Actually, child, what month we in? We in June. Let's go. I definitely need to. Do I need to? Yeah, I do. I think I need to. Yeah, this emotion party, you cannot get in. Yeah, just let me chain like a snitch. Let me see. Mm-hmm. I be pre-prepping my envelopes. I sure do. So all I gotta do is just, you know, just put my stuff in it. I be pre-doing them, so all I gotta do is just put my stuff in it. I guess it would be nice to just leave some blank though, in case I am sending it to someone else. But anyway, happy Tuesday, y'all. Oh, y'all having a great start to y'all week. Um, I'm doing alright. So shout out to that. Hold on. I know that's right. Business first, bullshit later. That's how I live my life anyway. I try to. I try to, child. Shout out to that. Child, yeah, I got a little man, a little bit. Yeah, what else I got going on? Got a couple of errands. That's it. Little phone situation and a little bit. I wish I was somewhere, like, I don't know. Just like in and out of a few stores. Really, I ain't mad at that. I know that at all. So anyway, now one thing I noticed, I will go to the mall by myself all day long, no problemo. Out to eat, no problemo. Brunch, lunch, it don't matter. Excuse me. No, I don't never go to dinner alone. I don't go to dinner alone, but brunch and lunch count me in. And so, and so, with that being said, though, it's just something about like the other stores that I don't necessarily like going to by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like the home decor stores, the furniture stores, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like going to them type of places by myself, and I don't even know why. They just, I don't know. I don't know if they too far away or what, but them is the type of stores that I need to visit. Honestly, like, this emotion party you cannot get in. I'm trying to see what's taking my phone so long to charge. It ain't taking that long. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Jabba, let me go ahead and switch gears to Shannon Sharp right quick. Yeah, let's talk about it. So Shannon Sharp he has been facing some pretty serious allegations, regarding, his sexuality. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna call his sexuality. And listen, I just want to start out by saying, don't nobody care. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just gotta say that because people be quick to say like, "What is y'all obsession with people's sexuality?" And like, there is none. Like, I want to speak for myself. Okay, nobody else, because I can't do that anyway. And why would I want to? I'm speaking for me. I don't care. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. I think I think it's one of those things where like It's like it's not one of those like okay, man, how can you explain it? It's so hard to explain. But it's kind of like let's say you have a coworker, right? And you never see your coworker's husband, but you know she married because she always talk about her husband. And so and then let's say one day you finally see the husband. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, that's the husband. Like that's how it feels, when you find out who somebody is messing with. It's just like it has to be one heck of a circumstance for it to knock somebody off their feet. Does that make sense? Like it's just like it's not as a big of a deal as people think it is. It's just like noted, like, oh, that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's her guy. Or that's his wife, or that's his girlfriend, or that's his boyfriend or her girlfriend. Like it's just it is not as big of a deal as people think it is. But I will say this. When people hide things, I think that makes it. Does that make sense? So let's take Shannon Sharp, for instance. Let's use Shannon Sharp for an example. Shannon Sharp is an older guy, okay? Older guy, 50. I think he's in his 50s. Hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. Hit the like button. Scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. I'm in the building. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Now, like I was saying, Shannon is in his 50s. So, like, of course, whatever Shannon is doing is kind of going to be T. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But if he was younger, I think would nobody care like that. But he's older, right? And like, if he does, you know, like if he's a swinger, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Meaning if he does, swing both ways, which is alleged over here because I don't know that to be actual and factual, baby. Ugh, so shout out to that. But if he does, then yeah, people are gonna look at that like that's tea because you an older man in your 50s and like, you know, well, it's hard to explain, but like you've been keeping that on a low, low, period, like Tyler said. And whatnot. And so like, yeah, I do feel like that's gonna be tea a little bit, but that's the only time when it's tea. You know what I'm saying? Like really, honestly. Like when people try to hide it, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain. But people usually don't care like that. But anyway, the word on the curve is, you know, um, Tasha K interviewed this guy. Well, she sat down with this guy. Yeah, and interviewed him, and they was talking about how like Shannon Sharp, like I don't know, just kind of like promised him all of this stuff, kind of. Um, asked for all these videos of him, you know. Um, it was kind of strange, honestly, if I'm being real. It was real strange. And what got my attention though is the fact that Tasha was saying that like this is not the first person who has alleged this. And it was just crazy. And, I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to not necessarily shame anyone, but I wanted to bring awareness. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Bring awareness forth, okay, on my channel. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is because like y'all need to know that this type of stuff allegedly be going on. The man said that he was promised all of this stuff, but he was he he says that he was like taking videos of himself and stuff like that. Um, because someone from Shannon's team was alleging like, that they were looking for well, something about Shannon was kind of like possibly scouting for talent for Nike. That is strange, you know? And so, like, I just wanted to bring awareness. If y'all think something is weird, it probably is. If y'all think something is off, it's probably off, you know? And that's just that. But like I said, it's definitely alleged over here. I don't know what might have or might have not happened because there's just a lot going on surrounding this situation. Because honestly, if I got the details right, I think a girlfriend found some stuff. And she, I don't know. I don't know. I think she might have gave it to Tasha or spoke to Tasha about it or something, right? And so then here comes the boyfriend, and the boyfriend's trying to clear it up and stuff. And people are looking at the boyfriend like, now you like they looking at him sideways, you know. So then he comes out and has, sits down with Tasha. So I'm just like, I honestly, I don't know what to think. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But I feel like it's only one or two ways to think. And the one or two ways to think is, um, either, you know, listen, either he thought it was legit or he was down for, you know, the shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? It's one of this, it's either or, you know. Um, it's not that many other ways to, take it or go about it or, I just listen. I don't know though. But like I said, I just wanted to say, um, you know, there are that, and if that is true, crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is real crazy for real. Like, wow. But again, okay, I want y'all to make sure y'all are staying vigilant, okay, and keep your head on the swivel and your eyes, open. Don't ever take me out sleeping with one eye open. Like, y'all gotta be paying attention, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And if something don't seem right, it's probably not right. And somebody was saying something about like, no, if it's Nike, it's gonna be Nike. They ain't sending nobody else. So that's that too. And so yeah. And that's how I feel about everything. Don't be letting nobody reach out to you talking about they working with skims or, you know, child ain't no nothing. Skims related. But yeah, y'all. Child, that's what's going on in these internet streets. Hold on, though. Hit the like button. Let me see what else is going on. Yeah, and then Cardi B performed at the halftime show. I said, "Go on, Cardi, I know this, right?" I'm like, okay. That's probably why she addressed act for. Yeah, the truth is, it's probably yeah. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't really piece it together like that. You know what I'm saying? But it just, I don't know. it was just even more funny to see her doing that. Now I didn't watch the performance, so I don't know how that went or none of that. Mm-mm. I didn't get to see it, y'all. I ain't seen no clips or nothing, but I have been seeing clips of her and Wave sit courtside. So yeah, shout out to Gordy and shout out to that. Um, Child did Stephon Diggs was viral. I said, well, now what's going on with that? They had him viral. I said, oh, don't do Stephon like that. Stephon, I don't know what to say about Stephon. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Yeah, here I go. So, child, I'm always trying to help somebody. But I will say this. I think Stefan is a private person. He says that, he claims to be. And, maybe, just maybe, being so private might allot him. Is that the word I want to use? I think that's the word I want to use. Anyway, to be like awkward. you know, it just is what it is. Maybe he's a little awkward. I don't know. I don't know. But I know this. Like, listen, like, you want the truth? If I'm being real, I just, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know. He just reminds me of JT's man, Uzi. Uzi. Uzi Vert. He reminds me of him. But that's just that, and and see, I don't think the JT's guy is like, swings both ways or nothing like that. I don't. And so, they just give me, they don't want to be boxed in or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be put in a box. Hello? You was the last one with him. Man, I hate when my stuff do that. Hold on, y'all. Try, yeah, but anyway, he he like mm, anyway, he was wild. So but yeah, like shout out to them. Now, dun 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 dun. That's how I feel. It's crazy. Like, man. Bum, 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 bum. It's a lot going on. I'm sorry. It just is. Like, I don't even really know how to feel about it. Don't know how to start. For real, because that stuff with Act Boy and Cardi B, like, it's crazy to me. People been talking about it. People, like, it's been buzzing. It's been buzzing. And this one girl was saying, like, nah, Cardi B, get in the booth. Don't run. They don't want her to run. This is what I want to this is what I want to tell y'all. Cardi B, like, y'all know when I was telling y'all, Cardi B was like, man, please. She wasn't feeling it. And I was saying, like, that's what makes me hate that Cardi B don't write and stuff like that because, like, man, we would have got a response, like, right away and stuff like that. Not later on and down the line and stuff like that. And I don't know, XYB just, she gives, like, Cardi B is not trying to spend 50 cents on nothing towards this and her. Does that make sense? Like, that's what it gives. Child, it's so early. It's early. Shout out to that. Shout out to all the early birds. Shout out to everybody that's just getting up. You know what I'm saying? Handling their business, doing what they gotta do. Shout out to everybody that's been up, taking care of their business, handling it. Yeah, I'm talking about handling it. It just is what it is. And shout out to anybody that might be on their way to sleep. That nighttime crew, Lord. I was listening to somebody talk about that night owl, this, that, and that, and the third. And this, and I understand. Like, the nighttime is cool. It is what it is. It's cool and all, but I don't know. It's just for me, you know what I'm saying? It's just something about like being out tired. I hate that part. In the daytime. Now that I don't like, that I do not enjoy. So like, yeah, but shout out to all the night owls too. The people that take the night shift. It just is what it is. Um, yeah, shout out to everybody who got a little something going on. Yeah, I gave everybody a shout out basically because we all do. Okay. Um, mm, and then shout out to the mothers who get it in full time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to you too. It's a grind, okay? Period. It's a grind. Um, an everlasting grind. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. It's not always easy, but we can do this, okay? Period. So shout out to that. Say Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. And it's just Tuesday. So shout out to that. Nah, it is what it is. Get money. Get money. It's Tuesday. Let's see. Here we are. Mike Cabby. Today is Tuesday. the night. And what we talk about today, Blueface down child. That was a mess. He's a mess. Somebody said the views is getting low, child. I said, ooh, I eat. I said, so the blues is getting low. The views is getting low, so the blues is getting low. Child, say it ain't so. Now I don't know. I don't know that to be actual and factual, because y'all know I'm here, there, everywhere to get the tea, but I ain't over there. Yeah, no, I ain't on. What they on? Kick, push. Come on. Kick, push, kick, push. Shout them kids over there on kick. Shout out to them. I, oh dear. Like they used to say, oh brother. Man, it's so crazy. It be too much going on. But yes, y'all happy Tuesday. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody who came through. Gave me a look. Gave me a like. Let me do my thing. You know, it just is what it is. Shout out to you. And shout out to that. Um, it's a grind. It is. It's a necessary grind. Um, mm, mm, it just it just shows consistency. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna do that. Period. So shout out to that. Like if it's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come out here. My people and they know it. You know what I'm saying? My people stars know it. I'm gonna come slang my child. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because how you gonna say you want something and you ain't on it? How you gonna want something and you ain't at it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now truth is, see, like this shit right here, this shit right here, I be at his neck. You know, like, so shout out to that. Um, and that ain't it though. Yeah, no, that ain't it. We ain't done. The grind don't stop. It don't stop. Um, yeah, I tell you now, we doing it like that and like this, like that and like this. And special shout out to everybody who rocking. um, I appreciate that. But yeah, we on a mission. It is what it is. Um, and it is what it is. Yeah, not like little baby said, get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. All I do is get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. So shout out to that child. Uh, Now it just is what it is. Y'all know I'm gonna come and do my thing. So shout out to that. And I appreciate y'all for allowing me. Shout out to YouTube. And all the big dogs over here. Roo, 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 roo. Shout out to all of y'all. Okay, period. I came to stump, you see. Yeah, no, it just is what it is. I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I said, and I don't know what you came to do, but I came to stomp and kick up some dust. Yeah, now, truth is, it just is what it is, and I got my chop. And I got my chop. And it just is what it is. I came to slang it and bang it. You see? Yeah, now, who was that? Uh, 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 uh. I try to see. Swinging and banging. Swinging and banging. I try to see. I'm trying to see y'all whose song was that? That must have been it. Okay, it must have been Screwed In. Baby, yes. It is what it is. What they say, slow and steady wins the race. Man, they just don't understand. So shout out to that. And y'all make sure y'all hold the comments. Hold the comments. Hold them to the end. Okay? Period. You got to hold them to the end, my friend. Oh, that is so funny to me, y'all. That is so funny to me. I know the haters don't like that. Baby, when I tell y'all, I know they don't like that. Yeah, I know they don't like that. Don't like that. And it's so fucking funny to me, child. Yeah. So shout out to them. Heavy on it. Big shout out to that. And let me give a while I'm giving shout outs. Let me also give a shout out to what is it? Cutie? QT TV. Yeah, shout out to her. Cause she don't never have her comments on. Yeah. Truth is she don't never have her comments on. So I really got that from her. Um I didn't quite understand, but now I understand. You know, truth is I didn't quite understand, but now I understand. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's so much easier too to get through your show with the comments off. It is, y'all. Them comments be like, man, distracting. They really do. They be distracting. They are a distraction. Okay. And honestly, that's what people be wanting. And I take it a step further. Like, I didn't got into it with people. Not necessarily got into it with people. But like people be getting into it with a chat. And I didn't been that comment that didn't piss somebody out. So like now I understand why too. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like comments can not only be distracting, they can be, like a little net at a barbecue, child. They can. Hmm? You want the truth? Do you want it or not? Shy, because you know you got to be able to handle it. You don't have to handle it over here. So shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all hold on. Scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm in the building. I don't know what to tell y'all. That's just what that is. That's what that is. Hold on. Fresh dress like a million bucks. Child, look. I wonder what else is going on. Let me see what else is going on, y'all, real quick. In these internet streets before because I think I'm about to dip. I don't know. Let me see. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm back. Hit the like button though. I'm in the building. Okay. I'm in the building. So shout out to that. Hold on. Hold on. I said hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. All of y'all. Hold up. Oh, what you got? Cause I'm about to get in these internet streets. I ain't been in these internet streets like that. So shout out to that. I ain't. Y'all want the truth? Pound it. But nah, I really have, but it ain't been much going on, if that makes sense. Like, yeah. But last night I went to sleep. Truth is, I went to sleep. Oh my word. Is that true? They talking about I believe it. Them people I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing. But they saying that the Christie's suing allegedly suing their old attorney for some about malpractice. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come back though. I'm gonna have to come back. Mm. Shout out to Housewives. Hey, every time I think about the Housewives, I be like, I don't know. It gives me ratchet vibes, if that makes sense. So the girlies, right? They go on there acting out classy. Try that kills me. Yeah, that kills me. Cause it's like it won't be long before they be part of the shenanigans, and it seems like that is what's happening with Shamia. It seems like girl, wrong franchise. She might want to go over there to Potomac. Yeah, she might want to go over there and converse with the grand madame or whatever. Yeah, not truth is. It just is what it is. So ouch. That's crazy. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to dip. Truth is, cause I'm trying to see what I'm about to do. Oh yeah, I gotta do something. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call y'all back, and I'm gonna have to see y'all on my next video. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's lit. We lit, and more than likely I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same place, same time. Y'all get me.